Steven Gerrard is heavily linked with an incredible return to Ibrox amid the sacking of Russell Martin, and former Rangers man Ryan Jack has weighed in on the situation. We will have a watch of this in today's video, whilst also going over all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Have a watch.
For the club, obviously I don't know the new ownership personally, but I think for the club, he showed that he can go in and turn the club around and build a successful squad. I'm sure the squad now has had a lot of money spent on it compared to the one that he inherited before in his last regime. But for me, I think if he can go in, if the club can convince him to come back and he can go in and get hold of the changing room and the staff and the fans support, get everyone right behind the club, then I think it'd be a great appointment.
What was he like then in his first spell in charge? What set him apart from the other managers, do you think, and got him all that success?
I think, to be honest, I think one of the key factors was his leadership. I think on the pitch and off the pitch, how he sort of spoke to the team, whether it was team meetings, whether it was tactical sessions on the pitch, whether it was individual, including players like myself, like the captain, James Tavernier. He always had a good relationship and he would speak to you personally, man to man. And so I think that was one of his key characteristics that he brought to the club. And I'm sure if he does go back this time round, it'll be another part that he can bring to the club, and we can get everyone pushing in the same direction.
We spoke to some supporters earlier, and one of them said that he just gets the club. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think you've seen the sort of excitement and the hype the first time that Steven came to the club. You could see straight away that Steven knew what the club was. He knew the demand first and foremost, and then he knew obviously the demand of the support and how big the club really is. So for me, that's key as well. He's been in there before. I think he's been successful. He knows what it's taken to build the club back up to being champions. So for me, I think I'm not at the club anymore, but as soon as I heard about it, it was exciting for myself, and obviously I'm still a big supporter of the club, still watch the games, and for me, I'm just praying that it can happen.
And how important is it at Rangers, that relationship between the fans and the manager? Because they clearly just never took to Russell Martin. How important is it that the manager has that bond with them?
Yeah, I think it's key. I think in all aspects, I think the relationship that the manager has with the players first and foremost, and then obviously the fans. The fans at Rangers are a huge part of the club. Probably one of the most important parts, if not the most important part of the club. You see home and away, the fans are always there, selling out the stands. And for me, it's one that I think the gaffer Steven can really bring in, that togetherness. That real bond between the players, the fans, the coaching staff. And look, obviously watching in from the outside at the minute, I think that's been missing.
It's been a terrible start in the league, hasn't it? Celtic a long way off at the moment. But do you think if Gerrard comes in, that the fans won't give up hope of possibly a title challenge?
Yeah, look, I think that's one thing with the Rangers support. They'll never give up supporting. They'll never give up hoping and dreaming that they can get back to winning titles. Look, there's still the League Cup, then the semi-finals, still the Scottish Cup to come after the Christmas break. You've still got the league, which Celtic aren't firing in all cylinders at the minute. Obviously, Hearts are doing really well and flying high at the minute. So I'm sure that if Steven goes in, I know him personally, I know he'll have that belief that he can really go in there, he could really turn things around, and he could definitely go and win trophies for the club again.
So what would success be then for the new manager who comes in, looking at the start to the season, you know, both in Europe and domestically?
Yeah, look, I think at the minute, I think it's, for me looking in, I think it's got to be domestically, it's got to be the focus. I think going in, starting to get results in the league, that needs to start obviously straight away, and I'm sure whichever manager goes in, whether it's Steven or not, will understand that results haven't been good enough, so that needs to change. He needs to go in and hit the ground running, if you like, and start getting results in the league. And obviously domestic cups, there's always that demand at Rangers that you have to go and play in cup finals and you have to go and win cup finals. So I'm sure whatever manager goes in to the club, if it's Stephen or not, then they'll know that there's 2 domestic cups to play for, and there's obviously a league that you've got ground to make up, but it's definitely doable, and I'm sure whatever manager goes in will believe that.
In other news, Steven Gerrard has admitted he has unfinished business in management as links to Rangers persist. With rumours swirling around the possibility of a return to Ibrox for a second spell, Gerrard has sat down with an interview with Rio Ferdinand for his YouTube channel. It has been suggested the 45-year-old could be a strong contender for the post, along with the likes of Derek McInnes. However, he is currently based in Bahrain, and there are some suggestions there could be complications with him coming back to the UK after leaving Saudi Arabian side Al Ettifaq. With the rumour mill in overdrive, Rangers fans were eagerly anticipating the release of Ferdinand's chat with Gerrard, and he was always likely to be asked about his ambition to get back into management. He said, "I'd love another go at some point. I want to change a few things and improve a few things and come back fresh, with a few different people around myself. I'd love another couple of challenges doing this, and that's what I'm working on in the background at the moment. A few different ideas, a few different people around me. Now, I'm enjoying family time and doing a lot of things that I haven't been able to do. Going to Grand Prix, doing exhibition games with ex-teammates and superstars, that type of stuff's been great. But there's a part of me that still feels that there's a bit of unfinished business in terms of wanting to go in and face another couple of exciting challenges, but I want a certain type of challenge. If in an ideal world they come available, I'll jump at them. If they don't, I won't go back in. I want to be at a team that's going to compete to win because I think that suits me better. I think certain jobs and certain clubs would suit my style and the way I like to go about it. But I've also got time now where I'm not in a rush, where I know the right people that are out there to make me a stronger and a better coach. They're the people I need to find. Because if I get the right match with them people around me, I know, and I've proved I can be successful as a manager. And that's what I'm working on in the background now." Gerrard revealed he has had conversations with various clubs since leaving Al Ettifaq, but none of them have come at the right time. "I've had 5 or 6 really interesting phone calls since I stopped in Saudi," he admitted. "And I haven't been ready because I haven't got that team set around me. And the timing hasn't been right. My daughter's just had a baby. I've just become a granddad. I wasn't ready. I haven't got my staff ready. So unfortunately, those opportunities or those phone calls have come at the wrong time, if you like. But if the right call comes my way, the right club, the right challenge, and I've got my people set, which I will have at some point, I'll take that challenge on because it's in me. It's in me." Reflecting on his first spell at Ibrox, he added, "I got the opportunity to go to Rangers and I loved it. Rangers, I felt like it was the perfect match." But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.